see what I'm capable of. I'm not doing it to prove it to them. I'm doing it because I demand it from myself.
What do you think is the most underappreciated part of your skill set that people don't talk about, that we haven't seen in your fights yet?
Well, my ground game hasn't really shown through too much. You know, I've been doing a lot of wrestling, and I feel like a couple of my fights were more kind of like pressure wrestling based, where I was just applying pressure and keeping staying in control. But people were considering more of a stand-up fighter, but even in my amateur careers, I finished a lot of fights by submission. So people don't consider me much of a ground fighter, but they'll see.
But one thing,
keep surprising them.
Yeah, one thing that's overlooked in your fighting style is that you make great adjustments between rounds. Sometimes you've lost rounds, made adjustments between rounds, come back and dominated the next round. Do you think the way you can study your opponent, feel him out, and make adjustments gives you a huge edge as a fighter, that intelligence inside the cage to read your opponent?
100%. And that all stems from the top down. That comes from Ryan, my head coach, Ryan Diaz at DCS, Jonathan Hutchinson, Stuart Cooper, all these guys that are by my side all the time. These are the guys that are giving me that IQ, and these are the guys who are helping me get my skill set to the point where if we need to audible, if we need to do something different, if we need to mix it up and change it up, we have our calls, we have everything we need to mix it up, because we never know. You can look at somebody and you can think you know their game, think they know their game plan, and as soon as you get in there, it could be completely different, because everybody's always changing, always progressive, and you gotta be ready for anything.